Okay, well, I have something a little bit different today. The game is called Neo Scavenger, if you didn't catch that before you clicked on the video link. And it is a Flash-based game that you play on a website. The link for the website is in the description, hopefully, unless I've forgotten. Let's see, what else is there? There is a demo version that you can play and a beta version. From what I've heard, the beta doesn't have many more features than the demo right now. Eventually this will be a full-priced game, I guess. You'll actually have to buy it to play the entire thing. It's not going to be completely free. And I think that the website even has those options if you want to donate before the game is finished and get early access to things like that. I'm just going to be doing the free demo version here, and I'll let you know, I haven't played it that much. I've only went through, I think, 2 or 3 characters. It seems like it has a lot of potential, and I thought that it kind of fit in with some of the other games that I've played, so hopefully you guys will like this. You can try it out yourselves, of course, and come to your own conclusions. But let's see, we'll just click play. I don't need instructions or to go through the credits. And it's quite detailed from what I've noticed. It has a huge inventory system. You can combine items and different things like that. There's a lot of skills that you can choose from here in the beginning in order to set up your character. These are skills and abilities that will help you. These are traits that will allow you to choose more skills, but of course they'll punish you. Like myopia gives you nearsightedness, metabolism. It increases the rate of food and water intake. This is I guess you would classify it as a post-apocalyptic wasteland game, but at the same time I don't exactly know what has happened in the world. I don't believe that there was a nuclear war. There may have been a virus. I think the game explains things, but like I said, I haven't played it too much. But what I did play, I really enjoyed gameplay-wise. Feeble, we can carry less weight than most, and fragile. We're easier to wound. I am going to go ahead and take, I'm going to take feeble. So we have 4 basic slots that we start with. Free space just for being a human. I don't know if later on if they plan on having different species and races that you can choose from, but I'm guessing because it says basic human, there's going to be something else you can choose from. And the skills and abilities, let's see. There are some of these that are a lot more powerful than others. Medic increases rate of wound recovery. That might be useful. Being wounded in this game is a death sentence. It severely slows you down. Hiding, skill at hiding and concealment, that'll protect you from raiders, looters, and whatever else might be out there. Melee combat, metabolism, require less food and water. That might be useful. Athletic, we can move farther each turn with less fatigue. I'm going to take athletic. Also, let's see, we got tracking, skill at tracking others and hiding our own trail. That could be useful. Eagle eye, increased vision. That would be useful. I mean, a lot of these would be useful. Tough, we can take more wounds than most. Night vision, we can see farther at night, which will help from being ambushed. Trapping, we can trap and prepare various animals to continue eating. Mechanic, knowledge of mechanical systems and components. I haven't really ran into any mechanical things that I would need to repair. You can combine items to make new items, and that might come into play with that. Electrician, knowledge of electronic systems and components. Lockpicking, helps bypass locks and other security devices. I have ran into a lot of locked doors that I wish I could have got on the other side of. So, I'm going to take lockpicking. Botany, knowledge of herbs, fungi, and other useful plants. That might help us in foraging for food. And skill at ranged combat. I'm going to take melee, because I've not actually found a weapon yet, but I have had my teeth punched in several times. Also going to take, how about eagle eye? And the last one, how about I guess hiding. That way maybe we can sneak around. If we see a threat coming, we can leave before they get to us. If they do catch up to us, maybe we can actually whoop them in hand-to-hand combat. Lockpicking to get into areas, and athletics so maybe we can outrun our foes. Guess that is all that we have to worry about. You can see over here these are all of our stat bars, how fed we are, hydrated, how rested we are. There is a day-night cycle, how much weight we're carrying, how comfortable we are, the temperature, and how injured we are, as well as how much money we've got. I don't think that I'm cutting off any of the screen on the bottom, but if I am, it can't be very much. We'll just confirm this. And let's see. This is where we wake up, some type of test chamber. We wake up disoriented, slumped over the base of an empty cryo-sleep pod, still damp from cryo fluid. The thick dust from the floor clings to our skin, leaving a clean spot on the ground, where a large 5 is painted, 05. Across the room there is an open door to the hallway and a broken window leading outside. Just as we gather our wits, an unearthly scream erupts from down the hallway beyond the doorway. Something is coming, and fast. So, this is the options we have for the encounter over on this side. We can click on the window, maybe try to run through the window. We can use our melee skill, maybe get ready to fight whatever is coming through here. We can go hiding, try to hide ourselves, or athletic. I don't know what that would do. Let's go ahead and let's try to hide, see if we can see what's going to show up. It says what we're doing over here, so we'll just confirm it. And just as we hide, we quickly scan the room for a hiding place and duck behind the cryo tank nearest the window. Hopefully the light from outdoors will make it harder to see you in the nearby shadow. And with most of the room smelling of cryo protectants, you stand a pretty good chance of having your scent masked. You hold your breath as something enters the room. Its heavy breathing becomes more nasal as it begins sniffing the air. The sniffing grows closer, but continues further into the room. It lets out an annoyed bark, huffs, and starts sniffing back into the hall. A few minutes later, you're pretty sure it's out of earshot again. So whatever that is, some type of werewolf-looking creature, we just narrowly avoided it. We can go for the window and try to escape, or we can go for a computer that controls the cryo tanks. Let's go for that. Currently selected, search the console for records. So, we check the console for any patient info and come across 3 records. Tank 1 holds Anton Blubber. He was committed in 2012, November 11th. Emergency contact is Angela Blubber, 45, gives the address, the billing information, all of their address. Tank 5, that's where we came from, Philip Kindred. There's no data on us except for our billing info, which leads back to a bank in Detroit. Tank number 6 is for Lloyd Blank Check. That's what he wanted to be called. He was committed in 2008, October 18th. And his emergency contact is Meyer & Meyer, LLP. I'm guessing maybe he was a businessman, perhaps? Either way, we were all stored here, sleeping in cryo-sleep. I guess that is all that I can search for. So we got a little bit of information on ourselves and the other people in the room. Not that we can do anything. You can't actually click on the picture here to interact with it. The only areas I believe you can click and interact with are here, and a couple other things that'll be popping up over here. So we're just going to go for the window and try to get out of here. We decide to go outside and see if we can figure out where we are. Avoiding the broken glass, we step onto the sill and outside, rustling some plants that have grown wild within the area. It's cool outside and damp. Probably morning. We're in a parking lot of a cryo facility, but everything looks disused and in disrepair. Plants have pushed their way through the pavement and over the facility. Worst of all, nothing looks familiar. You don't remember this place, or even who you are. Your frustration mounts, but you catch it and put it in check. Might as well take a look around. So we're basically out in the middle of nowhere, as far as we can tell, at this one building. And this is where we are. It's raining outside. The cryo facility is, I believe that would probably be to our east. And The whole world is ours for the exploring. We have 5 moves. We can click on the hex map, and that takes us here. Conditions, that'll tell us everything that is afflicting us. We're comfortable, we're athletic, and all these other things. This text is hard to read, even before I encode it, so I'm sure after I encode it, it's probably going to be even more blocky. Mini-map, this is the mini-map of the world. It seems quite massive. I've not been able to explore very much of it before being killed. This is the items that we have. We start with a golden talisman on a braided leather string, and a hospital wrist strap labeled Philip Kindred, has our name on it, and a hospital gown. That is it. We have to find more stuff as soon as we can. Food, supplies, maybe a backpack, a weapon. I don't have a vehicle. I've never found one. I assume that they're out there. And the various abilities that we have that we'll be able to use whenever they come up. What we're going to do is, let's see, I don't want to head towards the city ruins. I've went this way a couple times. I actually want to start going this way. So let's see. These boxes do mean something. It means that there's items on the ground. We'll grab 2 handfuls of berries, and actually, I don't need to eat, so we'll just hang on to them. Run around with them in our open hand there. And let's see, where else should we go? This glass right here means that we can scavenge. So let's check this area out. Looking around, there appears to be a few areas worth checking out. A stretch of forest. Let's scavenge it, see what we can find. Maybe there's some old housing nearby or something. Let's see, this stretch of forest seems to almost flourish in the absence of human life. There's a good chance one could find food and raw materials in here if they knew what to look for. Just watch out for creatures that make this forest their home and hunting ground. So, loot, it's halfway full. Safety, we're fairly safe here. We're also sneaking. I could hide and we would sneak even more, but that would cut our loot way down. So we're just going to scavenge without using any of our abilities. And we found something. We found a lot of stuff, actually. Water. Can I just drink that? I'm not exactly sure. Oh, wait. Click to consume, that's right. I forgot that I have to use these little things up here. So we can consume the water. We drink it. I don't have anything to carry it in, unfortunately. Medium-sized branches, handful of small twigs and barks. Some of this stuff might be useful for making torches or starting fires. A couple mushrooms. I've never just ate random mushrooms, but let's do it anyways. We eat some mushrooms. Delicious. And I guess that is it. I don't really want to take anything else from here. So, we drink some water, we eat some delicious mushrooms, and I guess we'll make our way to these ruins here. As we approach the town, there is no sign of activity. Buildings stand in ruin. Vehicles are overturned and blackened with fire. Explosion marks radiate outward from walls and pavement. In the distance, strange-looking creatures circle the sky, like monstrous and leathery vultures. The world has drastically changed from what you knew. Some sort of cataclysm has befallen Earth, returning mankind to the Dark Ages, and along with it, your hopes of finding a warm meal and some answers. You decide to look around, and we scavenge some stuff from the ruins, or we will be. So yeah, we get some little tutorial here. I've already been through that. You can read through all this stuff if you want, whenever your turn comes up. And we are going to check out this abandoned apartment complex here. Decent amount of loot. Still pretty safe. We're not having to be very sneaky. I will use lockpicking, but I'm not going to hide. And maybe I should have hid, because our activity has already attracted a raider, but we didn't find any items. Well, I can't move. My moves are -1 of 5. That means I can't run away. If I just end my turn, he's going to attack me. So, I guess I'm just going to try to punch him. He is uninjured and he has a crowbar. I should have really picked up one of those giant branches that we found in the forest and used it as a club. Not enough moves left this turn. Well, he's going to get a free attack on us, I think. Yeah, he hits us and cripples us. He barely scratches us with a punch, but it still cripples us. You get crippled extremely easy. And another looter, he's just got a punch. You know, I'm going to try to run here. 1, 2, 3. Maybe I can make it to this town here. Actually, that's as far as I'm going to be going. We're going to end the turn. And the looters come after me. Dang it. I'm probably not going to be able to lose them. I've never really lost looters who try to chase me. Oh well, let's see what we can scavenge here. Maybe I can get a weapon before they catch up to us. So there's a couple abandoned mobile homes here. Not very much loot. Not very sneaky. You know what? I'm not gonna hide. That'll take the loot completely down. Oh, and another raider. But I did find a bunch of items. So let's see. We've got blue jeans. They're in horrible condition, though. You know what? We're gonna put them on anyways. You can see the outdoor temperature here. We're slowly getting colder. I have one shoe, and it's only got 23% condition. Oh well, we can protect one of our feet. This old newspaper is stained, torn, and faded, but we can still make out a few words. The Swedish Death. Reports of mass extinction events are on the rise as thousands of birds and other animals are found dead around the world. What's that? The Fallokin incident in Sweden represents the latest event. We have received information from local residents last night that the birds just started falling suddenly with no apparent cause. There's growing concern around the world that these clustered deaths are related, with some religious groups claiming this establishes a timeline for Judgment Day. Unfortunately, I don't think I got a backpack here. Let's see, an olive-colored hoodie. We'll put that on, start to warm up. Pocket of Flynn's Fancy Saltine Crackers. And Flynn's Fancy Style Ketchup. Wait, disposable shopping bag. Disposable shopping bags do count as a backpack. You can only have one of them, I believe. A metal saucepan. That might be useful. Berries. I'm just going to eat those. Switch that to take to drop. Let's see, what else do we got? Assorted screws, washers, resistors. I might be able to combine that with some stuff. A handful of string, twine, floss. No. What else we got? Fancy style ketchup. Does that stack? No, it doesn't. Dang it. I don't really want to take that stuff if it's not going to be that useful. Dirty rags. Another shopping bag. A brown shirt. We'll put that on underneath our hoodie. I guess... disposable. You know what? I guess I will take a bunch of the crackers. I was hoping to find some water bottles or something like that. And that will have to do. I brought the metal saucepan primarily because we might be able to cook with it. And we've attracted a raider, dang it. And I'm out of turns, which means they get to attack us again. I'm probably going to die real soon. Let's see. He has a meat cleaver. Great. I've still got 2 turns. Let's just keep running. Yeah, he'll probably be able to catch up to us. He hits us with the meat cleaver again. Well, hang on. You know what? Can I put this in my hand? Oh, dang it. I was really hoping I could. Wait, okay. Click to move. Now that's our weapon. Wonderful. Let's take this stuff. Take it all. Sorted screws, washers. There we go. Want to stack them all up. Maybe we can beat him to death with a metal saucepan. I don't really think that we'll be able to, but... metal saucepan! Activate! And we've been mortally wounded. He's barely scratched. Yeah, we're gonna die here. Try to bash him one more time. Nope. Looters are the bane of my existence. I've never been able to kill one. He stabs us to death with a meat cleaver. So, I think we will play again. However, I'm going to end this video, and whenever we come back, I will create another character and we'll run through a few more times at least. Maybe one of these times I'll get lucky enough to actually kill one of them bastards and I can feel justified finally, or at least sleep well knowing that I finally took one of them out with me.